couples for the last 2 decades, and the topic, which it took almost 2 years for me to, I mean, 2 decades for me to understand this concept, because I'm 64 years young, and when I was around 40 or 35, I came across that emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman. There he talks about anger. Anger is required for every person, but the right amount and right time, and you should know how to regulate it. So it took a lot of time for me to understand. I was fascinated by the movie, anger management. I thought, okay, it's so easy, but it's not so easy as it has been told in the movie, because a man cannot detach himself from the subconscious side of his life. Consciously, he may act, he may fake as if he has become normal, but he can't, because there is something subconscious 10 times or 100 times more power, which is fueling him, which can bring him back to what he wants to forget. And the same thing had happened when a decade ago, when 2 decades ago, I started my career in psychology as a counselor. I was very happy. I did my PG, and I was so much on the air, thinking that I can solve everything in this world psychologically. But when I asked for my client after that, so I was asking for something like $100. She paid me only $10, and she told me, "You're talking what I'm talking. Why the hell I should pay for that?" That made me very very angry. This is the in different versions I'm getting the same thing. So I went to my professor and asked her, "You see, what is this is happening? I thought I can do that." She told, "Actually, you are earning it. You are earning so much, but I'm not earning it." I told, that is not the answer. He told, "You're a good academician. You come and learn and become one of the faculties here." But somewhere in heart, that anger was there in me, and there, what made me think is, yes, there should be a solution. When I look in the West, the time my course is something West in the West, how that people are charging in three-figure dollars, four-figure dollars. Then I started learning about this, from men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That is the biggest change in my life, when I saw John Gray when he came to India, attended his workshop. That made me, okay. The hormone, at the behavioral level, the solution is lying at the root cause hormonal level. What are the hormones? Cortisol hormone. What is the endorphin hormone? When a husband talks to wife, when a husband hates a wife or wife hates the husband, this is where the solution I got. That is where you have, it's not a question of venting out, it's a question of regulation. Venting out, suppose something in a pressure cooker is, there's a big noise in that. What do? You slowly regulate it. But that is how anger is to be regulated. You cannot be vented out. You remove once, one day you shout at the person, is gone. No, it comes back once again, another wave of comes. That is how I learned to the end. And another great thing is, I was telling with my wife, luckily, as you told, no, as family, my wife took the brochure of NLP when Dr. Richard Bandler program was there on NLP. She was a lady who knows that I am interested in all those things. She sponsored me for NLP. Neuro linguistic programming is a very very powerful psychotherapy. Most of you might be knowing, where you call measurable results. If I am not teaching, if the results are not coming, there are two mistakes: either I am not teaching properly, or I'm not you are not learning. There is no third mistake. That is how NLP. And in fact, when I started doing NLP processing myself or desensitization myself, that is where I came out of the anger. Anger was printed out. That is what I teach to my couples. So, as many of your friends have pointed, one is another thing is which coupled me is the meditation. Meditation, I'm there for a long time, but that coupled with gratitude, I came across this Rhonda Bryan's 21 days program. That book, I think, the magic. Earlier, I was doing gratitude because I used to learn from that, off and on. It is like a wave. Somebody says it's very good, I do it. Then I forget, my priority changes. Then sometime I do it. But once I went to 21 days program of that, the book is available of Rhonda Bryan, the secret guru. That 21 days work which I did, still it is there in one of my YouTube videos. That made a change in my life. Now that gratitude has, with the last 10 years, it has become part of me. Early in the morning, I write down my gratitude journal. Okay? Then that one. This is how anger is something which is coming up. They say it is not that it is coming. It is like an ocean wave. It is coming. It comes in waves and keeps on striking. There are many reasons for that. And we need not worry about the root cause. Only thing is, you have to regulate it. Make it a practice to daily minimize your minimum angle. So minimize anger is one way, just writing gratitude for others, as you told, some of you told about appreciation, gratitude and meditation. This is how I came up that. That's what I teach my young couples also. That's what I want to share, and thank you very much, Robin and Monica, for giving this opportunity. Thanks a lot. It's a very good forum. Thank you. Thanks a lot.